Beh, and I am going to alloy again. It's always fun. I am going to alloy this 24 karat gold, and I've measured this out. This is 20 penny weights, and I'm going to add then 33 grains of fine silver and 11 grains of pure copper. And this will make a 22 karat alloy, which means that it is basically 91% pure gold and the other 9% is the copper and silver. I want to stand up because if I don't and it starts to move around and rolls on the floor, I need to run. So I have to stand up when I'm doing this. I'm going to stop here real quick and show you that it is totally moving and boogering around. There's tiny little pieces of charcoal from the dense charcoal block on top of it. Now it's just stopping because it's starting to cool down just enough that it's not going to be molten anymore. But check it out, I can wiggle that a little and it's still a little molten. So now I'm going to add the silver. I need to get this back up to temperature. It's getting a little crackly on top, which tells me it's a super pure 24 karat gold. What I'm doing is watching the little spots move around on the gold and tells me kind of how hot it is by how fast the little spots are moving. It's also getting pretty white or really super light yellow, and that's a good sign. So it's time now to put in the silver. This is fine silver, it's not sterling. And it goes in pretty fast and melts right up. And there's a chunk there that I need to get to the right spot. I'm going to move it over with my chopstick that I had soaking in some water over here. I'm going to let this get rolling, all mixed up nice and pretty. You're going to see that light yellow come up again. Okay. Got it to a nice real light yellow, so now I'm going to add the copper. But I also don't want to melt this little thing. There, got it. Ooh, check out the colors. I think we're there. You can still see that stuff moving. The gold, it has this super neat, as you can see it wiggle. It's got this great kind of lily pad pattern on the top. So there is a teensy bit of copper in there, if you remember. And that does oxidize a little, it means tarnish. And that also will give, not only does the silver and the copper give the gold a little more strength, it does open it up to a little more oxidation, which is a little bit of tarnishing. And for instance, so you might notice that like your 14 karat gold, if left in your jewelry box, tarnishes. And like, what the? And it's because it has so much silver and copper in it. This doesn't have very much. So that's the beauty of 22 karat gold, is that it really just doesn't tarnish and look like poo. It's always yummy and buttery. So I'm just gonna let it sit and let this cool. Then I'll put it in the pickle. The pickle is an acid solution, and it takes all the little debris and any oxidation that will be on this. It will take that off. It's kind of getting a nice pebbly surface on it right now, and I can still feel the heat. What I also will do is, in fact, quench my chocolate block in underwater, because I don't want to let that sit and have it by accident still be on, you know, on fire in there and actually end up, you know, with something super dangerous, because you really don't want that. And they can still, it's like the blocks can keep burning and you don't even know it. So quenching them in water afterwards is always good. But this is like super dense charcoal. I get this from a jewelry supply company. It's still cooling. One thing I can do to speed this up is to use my steel block as a heat sink. Tongs. So look how it changes, even it just gets out of that little warm hot nest, and then it's gonna get super cool. Cooling off, because I don't want to put it in the pickle when it's super hot, because then it's like blast acid back at you, and that's not. Okay, we're gonna sink this first in the water, and then we'll sink this in the pickle. It's a good sound, and then we'll stick it in the pickle. Cool, I'll be back.